Aquarius, how's it going? NICO, Scarlet Moon here with your horoscope for the coming 7 days. Now, just a quick reminder for all of you out there, if you ever want to get a session with me, you do need to go to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com, or of course, you can also follow the links below. Now, yes, I am not appearing on video, and before you react or comment below, hold, let me explain. Things have been very much amped up for me spiritually in the last year, and for those of you who know me and watch my non-horoscope videos, I'm very, very dedicated. It's the thing that comes number one to me, and I have hit this point in my stride over the course of, well, probably amping up ever since, or amping up more quickly ever since November of last year, where information is coming so quickly and so fast in a very zero-point dynamic that it's much easier for me to look at everything and just, look at the information and then convey the information, as opposed to step off that frequency and do it step by step and try to get back on. Because you know how it goes, guys. If you actually are practicing, stepping down, stepping back up, stepping down, stepping back up, it's really not so good for your energy. It's really good to be consistent at the highest vibe you can be. And so for me, I've gotten to this point, especially in the last few months, where I need to be able to look at everything and just go without stepping down. And so that's what I'm going to do. Now, of course, I will still be appearing in non-horoscope videos. It's not like I'm disappearing and taking my face off of YouTube forever. It's just, for horoscope videos, it's going to be this way. Non-horoscope videos, you'll still see my face. And don't forget, the incoming wave is going to be coming out here shortly as well. So, that all being said, what is going on when it comes to this coming week? Well, this coming week, interestingly enough, is all about a massive resurrection opportunity going on for a lot of you Aquarius people. A lot of things coming back to life in a way that you maybe get a chance to experience them as they were always meant to be in their pure and true organic form. And that's really what seems to be coming through so strongly from the Judgment card. We're talking about, yes, bringing matters to a head, hitting a climax point, but I really can't help but feel the resounding message of this idea of a resurrection, things coming back from the dead, things coming back to you, so that you can actually have the best experience, the highest experience with all concerned in the way that they were meant to be. No contrivances, right? No programs, no extra or conditioning that may have been present the last time this was all presented to you. In fact, with the Judgment card upright, I'm kind of feeling a lot of you Aquarian people really stepping back into a truer stride. If you feel like maybe things have kind of knocked you off course, or maybe you've been in a circumstance where it just doesn't necessarily feel like you are on the same trajectory, or you are making the same progress that you were, even months ago, this is the time where we're starting to see old projects, old connections, old opportunities really revive and revisit you. In fact, with the Six of Swords, things are coming back to you from out of the past, but in a very pleasant reunion. And I'm seeing a lot of this also going on when it comes to funds, abundance, wealth, work opportunities. Things are starting to make a return journey, or come around for another try, come around for another pass. And with the Judgment card upright, it does look like it could be that we're actually giving something a shot in a better way. It's almost like we're bringing something back to life because maybe an element or an influence that was present in the past is no longer present. It could be something going on where we are having a chance to maybe even go further. Maybe it's the true iteration of that connection, that job, that project, that whatever. Then, and before it wasn't necessarily the complete, whole, and true version. But what's coming your way is sort of a return of happy prospects, a return of upward mobility, and a return of abundance this week. So be careful. Sometimes we can get a little bit confused. It almost feels like, oh, I've been there before, and you might not necessarily know how you feel about it. Remember, sometimes things come back from the past, even things that didn't end so well, because they are in a better space, right? Job prospects, money, promotions, transfers, old career opportunities, suddenly getting a chance they didn't have before, old business opportunities. Don't psych yourself out from, at least looking at it or preventing yourself from looking at it. Give it a good look over. In fact, with the Queen of Wands, we have people really lining up to support you this week, as it looks like at least one or maybe even two individuals are kind of coming forward as sort of not only support, but we almost have them working like talent managers, as promoters, PR representatives working for you, or maybe even something that you're deeply passionate about. This could be a week where a lot of you Aquarian people are having people do a lot of the dirty work, do a lot of the matchmaking, connection building, and this could even be a situation where maybe even people who were a part of these circumstances before have leveled up quite a bit in your time apart, and they are ready to take on these circumstances again with new materials and, of course, new life experience, allowing them and affording them the opportunity to make it a bigger and better success than it could have been in the past. So it's a gorgeous, gorgeous week. Now, in love, however, when it comes to romance and all of that kind of stuff, well, we've got the Nine of Swords upright, and it looks like partners and crushes may be facing some personal demons, because I do feel like this is still something that's coming up from a past, but it's almost like coming up from their past, or something that they've not let go of that maybe accidentally kind of stowed away into our relationship or this new dating situation if it's somebody brand new. And with the Nine of Swords, it does look like a partner is having a hard time kind of closing this door. Maybe they don't want to close it. Maybe they're waiting for it to go away on its own. Maybe they're finding it's something that's intimidating or frightening to them, and they're really just not feeling willing or able to confront the challenge or meet it head on. And with the Nine of Swords, you may be noticing a partner acting in strange ways, or acting in a different kind of character. They might be acting more meek, a little bit more victim-y, a little bit more shy, a little bit more bashful, a little bit more timid. And a lot of it has to do with something really intimidating them, kind of really shaking them to their child core. And you got to make sure that you are, of course, being patient and empathetic with them, but also making sure that your partner isn't learning to live that way as well, because that's no way to live, right? We don't want to be in a situation where we just kind of accept that whenever X, Y, and Z, or something that looks like X, Y, and Z shows up, we melt, we become a puddle. It's just that they're having a really tough time coping this week. So even with new people, don't be afraid to ask, some personal questions, find out what's going on there, because even people that are brand new are going to be showing some signs of like a huge character shift, and it does look like something has elicited this behavior. Be supportive, be kind, but let's see what we can't do to shut this door for good, for the best of all concerned. So that is your horoscope. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, go to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.